I mean, rising people or people that want to be. I mean...
Do you like mortgages? Negative. Over. Do you like rockets? Affirmative. Over. Do you like rocket mortgages? I'm listening. Over. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans is the first on-demand mortgage machine that turns the entire mortgage process into a fast, powerful, completely online experience. Copy that, QL1. I'm going to go ahead and push this button in 3, 2, 1. Rocketmortgage at QuickenLoans.com. Push button. Get mortgage. Housing lender license opportunity and MLS consumer access. Number 33.
Hurry and double.
Just erase the song. Stereo.
Through this world.
To help Alexa specifically.
She served on the board of his radio station. She helped him.
I've really been very impressed with people who have poured into this town to help, including some volunteers, but mostly work crews with the power companies and other companies whose job it is to respond after something like this. And there are also about 50 National Guard troops who've been called in by the governor in the southeastern and south central Virginia to help clean up the mess.
So many of the people you've been talking to there in Waverly are homeless now. What do they plan to do?
Yeah, well, they have...
Asked about stand-up today.
Even after the fact, I'm not going to get into a lot of detail.
Gas producer bankruptcy.
Second Amendment right, and I just want to go factually.
Except for New York State.
Right, except for New York State. I want to go from A to B and back to A. When the Constitution was formed,
react in kind, and you will feel humiliated when you haven't seen the movie. It doesn't matter if you tweet him what the movie is, he's still going to feel. But wait till you hear the one question, the only thing that's dumb he's ever said to me. I've disagreed with him before, but only one thing was actually dumb.
It's not bad. Once in 6 years.
We've heard a lot about the fact, you know that old saying, if you owe the bank, $1 million, you're maybe in trouble when you have trouble because they'll just close you out. But if you owe them $100 million, they want to keep you afloat. We've been hearing the banks have been trying to...
Is next.
It's Ram Truck Month, and building the truck with the best history of the world, mountain of information that makes up mankind's memory and current knowledge has... Finding the one perfect fishing spot far off the beaten path, that's the glory. With its 29 mpg highway, Ram 1500 is the best truck for finding that one spot. Its gutsy 9,200 pounds...
And I think some people in the U.S. government at very high levels are struggling with. What's the role of violence when it comes to bringing progressive values? Because the American Revolution was violent. We killed people, and we wouldn't have been able to get our independence without it. These days, we have this idea that because of the civil rights movement and Gandhi and...
First rule of being a parent is be extremely careful and be very judgmental.
Hands on deck, and I think you're going to see a bloodbath, and I think most of the focal point of these attacks is going to be against Donald Trump. I think the main line of attack is going to be...
Like polar vortex blizzards, torrential downpours, and even bug-infested backcountry cyclones. Gotcha! With our help, you can always fix your car with...